What's good, Garrett gang? How y'all out there doing today? Another day at the bus stop. Today I am on day 4 with the 100-day challenge with myself. And today I want to talk about some things that has been bothering me. I want all my subscribers, I want to thank y'all again to listen to this. What I am doing and what I am trying to do is show you what I am going through. But we was talking as a family the other day. And, I was talking to my fiance and stuff about, some things that has been on my chest. And I said, once I talk to him, I'm going to see what he say, and then I'm going to say something to y'all. Because, what's bothering me is that, and I even been talking to my mama about it. And she said basically the same thing I said. I think it's crazy how people can have an opinion. I mean, yeah, granted, everybody can have an opinion. But when it comes down to your life and what you're going through your day-to-day, I feel as if you're going to give some advice, please, 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 if you're not in their shoes and you're not going through their struggles or you're not going through their trials and tribulations and you have not been through what they are going through, don't try to force your opinion on somebody. Like I said, this is my journey. This is what I'm going through. So with that being said, everybody's opinion ain't wanted or needed. Because until you walk the day in my shoes and went through what I went through and driving the same bus or whatever, going through the same matters and the problems that I'm going through, you can't say nothing to me because you don't know my struggles. You don't know at the end of the day, what I've been taught is you don't know my struggles and you don't know my testimony. That's Daquan. Can't stay on the wall. And remember, say hey. Hey. Quan and Tooth never said hey. So we was talking the other day about certain people that's supposed to be in my life, ride or die, whatever the case may be. But they trying to okay, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna stop sugarcoating. They trying to get me to move back to South Carolina. Basically because I guess because of my situation. But y'all, me moving back to South Carolina, I didn't get no help. I didn't get no help when I was over here the first time. So who gonna help me the second time? Number one, all I was doing is babysitting other people churn and people coming in and out my house. That's my fault though. I'm not blaming nobody for that. The same situations, and I get more help over here. So what I look like, just picking up, leaving Georgia and going back to South Carolina where I'm not going to get no help at. I was signed over to the Board of Disabilities. Yeah, they help. Certain ones in that place did help. But they treat you as if, you don't know what you're doing. They treat you as a consumer and not a human. I'm not finna go back to that same life. I'm not going to keep constantly being reminded that I was in special education. That's not fair to me. So, my youngest daughter took a test the other day. So, after this year, she has to go to private school. Some people know it as it is in private, and some people know it as is magnet. But in Georgia, it's considered to be magnet school. In Georgia, you don't have to pay for magnet school that I know of. But in Carolina, you do. I don't have $1,500 for an application fee. Nobody's going to help me run that. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't feel like that's a good place for me to be in. So, everybody's opinion about my life, it has nothing to do with them. You don't know my trials. You don't know my struggles. You don't know what I go through day to day. So, until you walk a day in my shoes, you can't tell me nothing. Like, I appreciate the advice. I appreciate you trying to point me in the right direction or whatever you call it. But you're not trying to point me in the right direction because what's good for you ain't good for me. And just like everybody, I just want to show people a taste of my life. And you might be going through the same thing I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? So you can learn to not do or do when you going through it, how to keep your mental intact. All that plays a part in my mental. All that plays a part in my life and what I'm going through. I have 3 kids. Even though I'm going through, I bring them along. You know, they is with me 24/7. They are with me. And only time they was not with me is when they was with my mama and daddy. And my mama and daddy would get them. So, what I don't understand is, how can you tell me what's right when you never walked a day in my shoes at all? At all. So, with that being said, y'all, we was talking about that. You cannot be on the outside looking in trying to advise somebody else when you have not went a day in somebody else's shoes. You cannot advise somebody unless you've been through the same thing they've been through. You can advise, but who's going to listen? You don't know my trials. You don't know my struggles. You don't know what I go through. You don't know nothing. So don't sit here and try to, and sometimes I feel like you're trying to judge me. That might not be the case, but you cannot judge me. You cannot try to tell me what's best for me when you don't know what's best for you and your family. Because if your family was built on walk, if your family was so perfect, you wouldn't be going through the things that you going through. So stop doing that. That's my advice to everybody. Stop judging people. Stop judging people because you don't know their walks. Because I promise you, if you sit down and you truly look into your life, you will not like what you see. And those that do look in their life and like what they see, then undoubtedly, you looking through a glass wall and you just don't want to see no faults in yourself. And if you're going through life like that, that's something you got to live with. That's something you got to go to God and answer for, if that's what you believe in. So, y'all, I needed some. We pretty much talked about this before, and you know, me and my fiance and them was talking about it the other day, and I was like, well, you know, I'm gonna say something to my subscribers, and if y'all have something to say on this situation, y'all can, you know what I'm saying, y'all can say something. It's fine. It's cool. But and I appreciate it if you seen something that I said that wasn't right. I appreciate y'all giving me some feedback. Let me know what y'all feel about the situation. I'm open to reading whatever y'all put up there. But until next time, y'all, peace, one love.